Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, what we're going to talk about on this episode of the Bullet Points is going to bring a smile to your heart and probably one to your face as well. The letter from the Smith & Wesson CEO, the one where he actually showed courage and stood up to the political bully that are the Democrats in the Congress, yeah, that's not being received too well by those that would have their will imposed upon him. This is what you do. When a bully comes a knocking, you stand up, and pretty soon, they won't be bullies anymore. That's what we're going to walk through. I'm going to show you an article from the Washington Post where they're actually upset about his actions, and then I cannot wait to hear what you guys think in the comments field below. Everything is linked in the description box per usual. I'm going to say a quick word from our sponsor of this week's videos, LAS Concealment, and then I'm going to walk you through their reaction to this, because you know how bullies react when they don't get their way, right? Yeah, it's going to be some of that. But if you're in the market for a holster for your favorite freedom tool, then you need to check out LAS Concealment. With LAS Concealment, you get a custom piece of equipment molded specifically to your specific choice of freedom. Made from Kydex and designed to keep you comfortable and safe to your day-to-day activities, inside the waistband, outside the waistband, multiple colors and designs, they've got something that you need. Check them out in the description box below, and thank you so much to LAS Concealment for making the content this week possible. All right, brothers and sisters, what we've been waiting for. Let's dive into the reaction of the media at the Washington Post. They did not like how the CEO of the Smith & Wesson Manufacturing Corporation stood up to those bullies. Check this out. CEO of gunmaker Smith & Wesson blames politicians for gun violence. Well, they make the policies. The policies allow the crime. Just saying. Amid a congressional investigation into gun manufacturers after back-to-back mass shootings in the spring, Smith & Wesson CEO Mark Smith released a defiant statement criticizing politicians and the news media as at fault for violent crime. I mean, he placed it pretty squarely. By the way, if you want to see the video where I actually cover this and read the entire article, it's linked on the screen right there. It's also in the description box. It's a phenomenal article. It's a masterpiece. But anyway, it's right on money. But this is why they're reacting this way. But let's check this out. In the statement posted Monday on Twitter, he accused, quote, a number of politicians and their lobbying partners in the media of trying to disparage his company and shift blame to gun makers. 100% what they're trying to do. Have you watched any of the political hearings? We've covered on this channel. It's exactly what they're trying to do. Smith, who refused to testify before the House Oversight Committee, said politicians had vilified, undermined, and defunded law enforcement, and generally promoted a culture of lawlessness causing a wave of crime, which, by the way, I said in that video was spot on. It was not only spot on and factually correct, it was articulate, it was beautiful, it was eloquent. I want more of it. Anyway, quote, they're the ones to blame for the surge in violence and lawlessness. He's 100% on the money, but they can't have that. They can't point out my policies. No, it's got to be Smith & Wesson's fault. They're saying we're being bullies to them. You are being bullies to them. That's why you've subpoenaed all their sales records, all their marketing records. You've chastised them for making billions of dollars on weapons of war. Yeah, they're claiming the victim. They have no reason to, right? You're directly targeting them. But let's keep going because these are the types of things we cover on this channel. Gun deaths, however, have spiked. In 2020 and 2021, there was 45,000 such fatalities, the highest number recorded since 1995. The Washington Post reported that last month. The increase came as gun purchases also hit record levels. Of course, you got to try to correlate that in a false equivalency because, first, that 45,000 number, 2/3 are suicides. So take that number out because notice how they said fatalities, they didn't say homicides. And since we're hovering around the debunking of mythical stats, here's the actual violent crime graph from 1990 all the way to 2020. You see how it's on a downward trend? Yet guns have been on an upward trend since then. They've crossed like this. There is no correlation to more legal gun owners and more violent crime. That just doesn't exist. There's the graph right there. But let's keep going because they got some more whining to do. Mass shootings in which 4 or more people are killed represent a small fraction of gun violence. Not sure how that got through the editor. They account for fewer than 1% of people killed by firearms. 1%? And all of these hearings and all these assault weapons bans and all that, that's interesting. We'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to that at a different time. Yet such incidents are increasing, and they capture widespread attention because they take a toll on American psyches, creating fear of being in public places. Here's where they didn't like the refusal from Smith & Wesson. After Smith's refusal to appear at the hearing, the House Oversight and Rules Committee, where they were trying to make them essentially they tried to pillory them for their business practices, which are completely legal and backed up by the Second Amendment, The House committee subpoenaed documents on Smith & Wesson's sale and marketing of AR-15 style rifles. In a letter notifying the CEO of the subpoena, Maloney wrote that the company told the committee that it, quote, makes no effort to track injury, deaths, or crimes associated with such weapons. It's not their responsibility. You've got the CDC and the FBI that already produced that data. But Maloney, remember, they're not trying to be bullies. They're not trying to put them on a pedestal of evil. No. They're just trying to subpoena all their records, pull them in front of Congress for oversight hearings, basically bully them into existence. But no. They're doing just fine. It's the defiance of the CEO we got to look at. And this last piece. Smith said in the Monday statement that, quote, certain politicians were trying to pass laws to restrict the Second Amendment and prohibit advertising products in a manner designed to remind law-abiding citizens that they have a constitutional right to bear arms in defense of themselves and their families, which they do, which he did, and he's spot on, by the way. He added, quote, we will never back down in our defense of the Second Amendment. Amen and pass the ammo. This is something that we need to see from more of our CEOs. You can clearly tell it's affecting the media because it's got them all kind of twisted where they would actually write it on an op-ed about his letter. They're driving the momentum. The CEO of Smith & Wesson is now setting the paradigm. He's setting the narrative in the conversation because they're responding to it. That's incredibly important, particularly in this fight for our rights. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you tonight at the 9 p.m. segment. I'm Braden. See you later.